Hi, I'm Annalisa Pompeo, owner of GoSicily cooking classes. I do Sicilian cooking classes hands-on and Sicilian food tour around my area, Agrigento. Today I will show you how to make three traditional dishes. We're starting from Cavatelli, fresh pasta, typical of my area and without eggs. And we will prepare it also tomato sauce. For second course, we will prepare one of the most famous fish dish called Sardines beccafico. This morning we went to Giovanni, our trusted fisherman, and we bought fresh sardines. And for dessert, we will use almonds from Valley of the Temples to prepare one of the beautiful and tasty dessert called Cubaita, or simply an almond nougat. Okay, so I suggest to start our class cleaning the last tomatoes of the season. Okay. Everything, as I told you before, everything comes from the garden of my father, and everything we will cook is really organic, on season, and very, very natural. Okay. So you can also
just eat.
remove the stem and the clean Sicilian style.
Yeah, and then eat.
You can leave here the stem. This tomato is called ciliegino. Ciliegino means like cherry tomato, because it's sweet. The sweetness about tomatoes depends from the season, from the land. Yeah. So I imagine it's too much for us. We will preserve in the jar, and I will do the vacuum. So in this way I can extract all the air inside, and I can put in the cabinet for all the winter. And it's a traditional way, it's not just a smart way, so you can think, okay, Annalisa is a very smart person. No!
Or your mom's also.
Exactly, they told me, exactly. If you give 10 different baskets, 10 baskets of tomatoes to 10 different women, they will give you 10 different tomato sauce. So any woman has their own way. Cooking is like loving. We have to wash, just a little bit. It's true that it grows from my father, but we have to remove the dust, something, but no other
chemicals.
No. Okay. No. And we are washing under the water our organic tomatoes. Very sweet. We will cook in aluminum pot. Leaf of basil, chopped by hand. Now we chop our onion. Just this way, because we have to let to cook for half hour almost. Okay. Again, he leaves just the soul of the garlic. No, if we smell our hands, sea salt.
Yes.
And virgin olive oil. We use this brand Valparadiso, that is a very organic oil mill, and this brand is very precious for us because we are so proud to use their product. So we use not only their extra virgin olive oil, but also Sicilian almond from Valley of the Temples. A Sicilian drop of extra virgin olive oil, and we let to cook in a medium flame for almost half hour. They relieve their own water. Okay, now is the moment to knead our fresh pasta.
Yes.
Agrigento is famous for a kind of shape of pasta and made fresh, and it's called Cavatelli. The shape is short and it's very funny to do. If you look on our table, we have just 3 ingredients.
Yes.
So semolina flour, and if you touch, it's grainy. It's a very healthy flour made by Sicilian wheat. We have 3 ingredients. So we have semolina flour, we have water, and we have extra virgin olive oil. That is my secret.
Yeah.
So, what miss? If we were at the north of Italy, we needed eggs. So in Sicily, but not only in Sicily, from Rome to go down until deep south, where we are in this moment, we don't use eggs. But in this way, we have a more lighter pasta.
Okay.
And also it's more easy to do.
Okay.
Okay?
The mix.
You start to mix, putting inside the flour that is outside. It is important to do this one. No stay in this way, but very straight, and your power, your force on your finger. Now we are almost ready to add our secret ingredient.
Yes.
So extra virgin olive oil.
Yes.
Why? The dough will be more elastic. And also some people used to put in the water when boils some drops of oil, but I don't want to waste extra virgin olive oil, so I prefer to put in the dough and save it. We can see that is really smooth. So it's time to mix our cavatelli. It's very hot, so our hands dry very quickly. So we have to put our hands in a plate with the water and have no wet hands, but just moist. And now we have to try to do a snake. The right position of our fingers is this, and we have to press from inside to outside. In this way. Look. With the back of the knife, we have to cut little pillows.
Okay.
Like this.
What?
We have a smaller side, shorter side, and longer side. We have to work from the longer side. So we have the piece of dough, and our thumb is in horizontal. Press and turn. You have just to dose the pressure, and after close. So now we put just a bit of semolina flour on the cutting boarding, and very gentle we put our cavatelli to dry. You can do cavatelli the night before and let it to dry for a night and cook the day after. Okay, so our tomatoes, like our grandma now, we stir with this tomato pasta pomodoro in Italian, but you can call the food meal. In this case, what's happened that seeds and skin remain up, and down we will have our tomato sauce. Okay, water is boiling and we are ready to put pasta inside. We already put sea salt in the water, and now we are draining from the flour and we put in the pot. Few minutes are enough because Cavatelli is a fresh pasta, so when they rise means that they are okay. So now we dry pasta. We add just a bit here, just to give color. Okay, now we are going to clean sardines. We bought to the Giovanni market, and they are very fish. Look at the eye. And so now we clean. It's important to block the neck of sardine with a hand, and with the other hand you have to break the head in this way, and with your finger enter in the belly in this way. So after, put on your table and with the fingers enlarge and press just a bit this belly and try to find the spine in this way. So very gentle, because it's a very fresh, and we risk to extract a lot of meat of the fish. We remove the spine, leaving the tail, because like a tradition, because in the past beccafico was a bird, but this bird was hunted from rich people, and the poor people had not time to go to the hunting, no? So they used the fresh sardines because it was cheap and very common to find, stuffing the ingredient that they used for the bird. So they left the tail to remember the bird, but it's not a bird, it's a fish. We have a different ingredient: breadcrumbs, pine nuts, resin, garlic, lemon, and also cheese. So now we have to prepare the stuffing for these our sardines. So we use breadcrumbs, cheese. Of course, we use Sicilian cheese. In this case, we using pecorino cheese, pine nuts, resin, chopped garlic. We had a lot of garlic inside, zest of a fresh lemon, okay. The juice. Oil, black pepper, a pinch of salt, okay, we have our sardines on my palm, and we keep a little bit of our stuffing and we roll, creating like a ball, but made by fish, leaving the tail up. And when we prepare in a pot, we used to put a slice of lemon and a bay leaf here before to bake. Okay, now I will show you how to make a very tasty and simple dessert using only 2 ingredients. So Sicilian almond from Valley of the Temples and regular sugar. It's easy also to remember, because you have to remember that you have just 2 ingredients and in the same part. So if we use 1 cup of almonds, we will use 1 cup of sugar. Okay. We put everything in the same pot, in the same moment, and we stir just a bit, and we will put on the flame, on the fire, for almost 10 minutes. While we will wait for sugar that become caramel and the almond roast, we have to prepare our work area. We can use marble, we can use steel, we can use granite, no wood please, and we will put on our work area sunflower oil. We don't use in this case extra virgin olive oil because one, first, is too bad waste extra virgin olive oil just to doesn't stick, and second, because extra virgin olive oil has a strong taste, so we don't combine with a dessert. We do a circle just to prepare our table. Okay, so now we stir more often than before because we seeing that the sugar create pearl like balls, but it's not ready yet. We have to wait that sugar completely disappear, transforming in caramel. Now our Cubaita is ready. The sugar is completely melted and almond toasted. Work until the sugar doesn't become flat, and we have to work until to have an homogeneous dough or compost. And we have to transfer. I can adjust from sides. So please follow me, and you can follow me here on my website or on my Facebook page, on also or Instagram, and follow me on my YouTube channel. I will wait you for your visit in Sicily. Enjoy!